gathered here to know a few things about English grammar, and this lesson 2 is just about the sentence. Sentence, you have known about what is the sentence? That a meaningful group of words which convey a which convey a right sense in itself is called a sentence. Here some jumbled words were given there, so these are not called a sentence until we arrange them in proper way, and so you find here that these all sentences are arranged in a sentence format, and here you have been given to understand a group of words that makes a complete sense is called a sentence. You have learned earlier also, a sentence always begins with a capital letter. You have to, even when you have to write even a single sentence, that you have to begin with a capital letter, and it will always end with a full stop if it is not an this exclamatory or interrogative sentence. A sentence ends with a full stop, question mark or exclamation mark, as you know earlier in this class, and this exercise A has been done by me in this previous lecture. Now you have been given to understand about this sentence part, that is, sentence carries two parts in itself. One is the subject and the other one is predicate. Subject, I told you earlier that a subject word will always be a noun or a group of words suggesting noun or a pronoun. So you find here, you see this boy of my neighborhood. So here whole thing will be will come in the subject word category, because boys are specified by my neighborhood, so it will also come in subject group like that. And often play cricket. Often play cricket. It whole part. The other part is called, including verb. Verb is the main part of predicate. You can see here that predicate carries verb part and cricket is an object here. So predicate necessarily carries this finite verb in it, and with with that finite verb, it carries an object or a complement sometimes to describe about subjects to make the sentence meaningful. So up to now you have understood this. So again you have been given here a few sentences here. That in sentence 1 we are speaking about Bhanu. Bhanu is a proper name, proper noun it is, and it is a subject word here. In sentence 2 we are speaking about the sheep. Sheep are animals, you know, that pet animals. So here it is a subject word. So lastly it concludes that so Bhanu, sheep and birds are subjects of the sentences. The predicate now it is coming to define us about this book, about predicate. Here it is written, the predicate is part of sentence that tells us what happens to the subject or what the subject does. So you should you need to write about this. Here I have given you the definition. It carries the finite verb essentially with some objects or complements like that. So up to now these things you can understand yourself. And now this B part, exercise B, is telling that you need to, once you identify subjects and predicate part, then you should do this exercise. Here some about 5 of them have been given here. I have written all the subjects and predicate part. All this exercise B is telling to circle the subjects, so you can find all subjects well circled within the sentence, and the predicate part it is saying to underline. So I have underlined those predicate parts here, and 5 examples have been shown to you today itself, and later on it will be this C part is telling us to add a predicate to each subject given below to make a complete sentence. It is always easy. Once you have that subject, you can frame sentences, or you can say make sentence to complete the predicate. The tiger is a fierce animal, or the cows are useful animals. The children play hockey or football or cricket. The earth is round in shape. The earth rotates around the sun. The stars twinkle in the sky. My father gives me money. Our class teacher teaches us. The cat drinks milk. the boys and girls play happily. Like that, you can make sentence. And once you form all the sentence, that sentences part will come in the predicate part. Because since subject part we have been given. So you need to copy all these all examples, and here in D part it is telling us, this is the C part was very simple for you all to do. We add a subject to each predicate given below. Was punctured. This punctured, my cycle tire was punctured, or my motorcycle was punctured. As so here you can add subjects. D is very small, C is very easy, and D is very small. Here you can you have to add a few subjects with all four sentences. Here my bike and this went for swimming. Children went for. You can be one. My bike is the subject. Second, children went for swimming. 3. Boys play tennis. Only you have to supply subject words to make the sentence complete. So this the gardener waters the plants. The gardener. So this lesson gets over today. Your lesson to this E part is there. Separate the subject and predicate. Parts in each of the three sentences given above. The first, this class 6 English grammar, and I hope you all have copied it well. At your CW copy, you need to copy all such things, and accordingly you need to memorize it well. Whenever your teacher asks you, you tell me what is your predicate, you should say me smartly that predicate carries a finite verb which complies with its subject. All past tense form verbs are finite verbs. All future tense verbs are finite verbs. Or you can say like that. So after exercise A previously, B is done here. C is very simple for you to do. You have to make sentence. And D part is here. So for today it is over. Now we will be meeting tomorrow. Okay, fine. Thank you.